Hey, Divine Feminine. Welcome to your reading. We're going to check in on your Divine Masculine. And right now, they are in turmoil and they are in chaos. It seems as though no matter whatever it is that they do, something is constantly haunting this particular masculine. Whoever this person is, they're not sleeping. They're not even eating correctly. It's as though everything is piling in on top of this person and they're looking for some semblance of relief. It's as though this masculine, for the first time in a long time, they're trying to learn how to pray. And with the Six of Cups right here, it's as though they're still connected to a past version of themselves. They keep trying to talk to... Does this make any sense? Talk to a god of their past. But there's this brand new beginning that the masculine's trying to manifest, but their problem is that they're really stuck in the past. And it's this guilt being pressed upon them, because whatever this masculine is going through, they feel significantly guilty, and chances are it has something to do with you. So if this sounds like your message, you're more than welcome to stick around. If we haven't met yet, my name is High Priestess Berry, psychic, medium, and divine channeler, hoping to bring you a message. Now, always remember, my messages are candid, unscripted, but they are also timeless, so please tap into your instincts, listen to your intuition. If there is anything that I talk about that doesn't make any sense, totally fine. Do not worry about it. This message may not be for you, but if it does resonate, please let me know by liking and sharing your experience in the comments below. This masculine does not want to talk. Like, this is actually very difficult because as a diviner, I need to get people's permission to read their energy. And this masculine, they have such terrible boundaries that they don't want to talk about what's going on. They'd rather have somebody read their mind. But then when somebody reads their mind, they get anxious and upset. What do we have right here? This masculine is going through a massive death rebirth, and they're actually really resisting the change at this time, because they had one idea on how things are supposed to be, but the universe has a completely different idea as to what it is they're supposed to do. There's this massive break between the soul and the ego, head over heart. And this person, they're still tempted to want to play, skip over the issue. Oh, what's underneath here? Temperance. And this person, it's as though their bad habits, their addictions. I'm hearing self-righteous attitude. It's causing a lot of problems because the universe is sort of forcing this person to start confronting aspects of themselves that they're not ready to reveal. Like, what do you have? There we go. There's our Nine of Swords along with the Ten of Swords. So this person's stuck in a karmic feedback loop, and this is designed to kind of pigeonhole this person into a situation where they have to confront what the hell is going on. After we go to cut, Seven of Wands, I was talking about boundaries. This person, they don't want to talk about what's going on. They don't want to talk to their therapist. They don't want to talk to you. They don't even want to talk to their closest friends about what is actually going on. This person is still content with putting on a smile, putting on a face. But the fact that I'm picking up on it, and it's been extraordinarily difficult to pick up on this masculine's energy, because they want to have their minds read, but they don't want to actually say anything out loud. This is a type of person that they put all the work on your lap to get you to figure them out. And in some ways, the only reason I'm able to read into this right now is because this is karma. They didn't actually tell you about something that was actually going on because they were being arrogant, because they wanted to keep things status quo. They were completely afraid of what was going to happen next. They actually had some karmic feminine energy in their life that was making them afraid of being vulnerable, because they knew if they were honest with you about everything that was going on, somebody else would punish them. So let's have a look at their situation. What's going on in their situation? Like, it's tempting to say, we got an Eight of Cups. Oh, they want to walk away. They want to go off to something better. The problem is because this person's in a loop, Like, this is a little bit sci-fi, but it's sort of like they'll go over the horizon and find themselves back over here, go over the horizon and find themselves back over here. Let's get some cards to confirm what could be going on with the masculine. We'll get the little, oh, there we go. A little bit of temperance at the base of the deck. Like, this person, again, I'm going a little sci-fi, so please forgive me. I love my Star Trek, but in the Star Trek universe, this would be called a temporal causality loop. This is the infinite loop where the person keeps repeating the same things over and over again. But every single time they repeat the loop, there are little hints that are being left behind. It's sort of as though, imagine yourself going across the horizon, then you find yourself back with where you were at, and you're like, oh, footprints. I should follow the footprints. And you go over the horizon, and you come back over here, and you're stuck here again. You're like, oh, there are two sets of footprints. I should probably go follow that. And then you go over the horizon, then come back over again. That's what this masculine is going through. We got Mother of Pentacles, along with a Four of Swords, Judgment. I want to say judgmental mom. That's a little bit too literal, and I don't think that's going to technically resonate for everyone. This person's trying to find comfort. And on one level, on one layer of this, they're trying to find comfort within themselves. That's sort of the benevolent way of looking at this particular situation, but it's actually more that they keep trying to find other people to comfort them. If this Sun was the next relationship, this is actually a bit of a rebound. So I feel like this masculine is in a rebounding situation. Let's get a few cards here. Seven of Wands. That came back. Got the Magician. Yeah, because we saw that a little bit earlier in the pre-shuffle, if I recall correctly. Like, they put up the boundary, assuming that other people are responsible for reading their thoughts. And then the moment that somebody finds out who they truly are, they walk away because they're like, oh no, I can't handle it. And then they remanifest a new situation like this. It's very rare that I see the Mother of Pentacles as being karmic, but this is like the nice person. This is someone who is willing to overlook all of their problems. There we go. And then we got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is a confirmation. This person is in a nasty feedback loop at this time. And it's because they're not willing to admit to their own emotionality. What are their feelings towards the karmic at this time? It's like, Britney Spears called and said, oops, I did it again. Like, I know the cards are blocked because I'm doing a desk down reading, but we got to technically there's a bowl here. This bowl just drowned. This bowl just drowned. This one, this one. Technically there are 5 cups if you look at this card in just the right way. Like, this masculine is stuck because they thought this person would nurture them, and they did for a period of time, but it's come full circle. Like, this has been a drain on their resources. And I think even this karmic that gave this masculine a lot of chances is also equally drained. Like, again, we went over the horizon, but now over here, they came across this person, then they gave them a sad story. But after a while, like this masculine is actually kind of a succubus. They have some really nasty feminine wounding that they were really not willing to talk about. In some cases, like, this is some actual genuine trauma. This is some genuine abuse that this person has dealt with. But in another layer with, depending on what your masculine circumstances are, they were the abuser. Like, so take it as it resonates, as it makes sense for your circumstance. Because the problem with bullies is that bullies only become that way because they were bullied. And this person decided, rather than look at themselves, try to grow, try to overcome all of their pain and sorrow, they chose to be, they chose this to be the bully, because in their mind, they believe that the bully is strong. And being nice doesn't get you far in life. And so they keep aligning themselves with karmic feminine energies that are willing to let them be all sad, but not sad for all the right reasons. Temperance. 5 of Swords, like this karmic, it's interesting. This karmic is actually really fed up with divine masculine. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know who this person is. It's kind of like if you guys decided to go sit in a hot tub together and trade stories, you would actually be taken aback, but yet not surprised with the the loop. It's sort of like this karmic could talk to you about what this masculine did to them, and you would nod and be like, yep, that's exactly the way this person behaves. Got the card of Judgment. Four of Swords came back. That's what was going on here, along with the High Priestess. There's a soul contract going on right now with Divine Masculine and this particular karmic person. I think, honestly, this karmic person behaves the exact same way as masculine, and masculine behaves the exact same way as his karmic. Egoically, even on their masculine side, they are the exact same person, and they're kind of fed up with each other, but there's no blowout. Like sometimes in some relationships, really toxic ones, they are dependent on rekindling their relationship through anger, passions, sexuality, because a lot of the sacral energies have been kicking up within this collective with the divine masculines, because they're trying so hard to keep something together, especially if this is like a long-term relationship, because when you're with somebody for a long time and you decide to break it off, and you weren't in the relationship for good reasons in the first place, like people have questions, like people begin to inquire. I thought you guys were so happy together, and this masculine has a choice. Are they going to be honest about what actually happened, or are they going to make up stories? Like in some ways, whether if this is your situation and you were the karmic person in this, with this divine masculine, or you're just looking at this from an outsider's perspective, rolling your eyes, going, oh my God, do you not understand what the fuck is going on? What are their feelings towards you? 2 7 of Pentacles. Oh, 7 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. It's sort of like they know you've been holding space for them. Like, even though the High Priestess is showing up here, I really feel like if you're standing outside of this situation, the version of you that's kind of rolling your eyes, going like, wow, could have called that, totally called that, because I do sense that frustration on your end. Like there's something underneath the surface that the masculine could not appreciate, because I think you called them out. I think in some ways they're a little bit angry and annoyed and impressed that you were able to see it from a mile away, because this masculine thought, they thought they were the shit. They thought they were better than you, because they did already have somebody in their life that made them constantly feel like they're the best. They're the best thing in the universe, because they're accustomed to superficial. Yeah, they're just accustomed to people being just superficial. It's like, oh, let's just encourage each other. We don't need to talk about the deep stuff. Like this person's shallow, and they're pouring everything into this black hole of sorrow. But you're a really in-depth person, and this masculine could not see the depths that you were able to see into their soul, into their situation. And a few of them are getting a little bit of paranoia and denial. What do we have right here? We got the card of the Fool, Ace of Cups. I am sensing that because you called them out, because you told them exactly, this is exactly what is it they're going through. Like, I told you so. That's what I keep hearing over here. I fucking told you so. That the masculine has recognized that, oh, we got the Chariot as well. You're in a completely brand new set of energy. You have been working on your sense of self-worth, your sense of independence, and a lot of ways learning how to care for yourself. Like even as I'm sitting in this energy, like my nose, when you accidentally, snort water, like you go swimming and you get water up your nose. It's sort of as though this masculine has been crying. There we go. This is actually a very, very emotional little ducky. And this is a solo ducky that lost its, it's sort of like it lost its mother, and it doesn't know where to go. And this person has been very detached from their emotions, and they feel detached from you. There we go. We got that 10 of Swords along with 6 of Pentacles. Like there is definitely sense of regret and shame I am picking up from the masculine. Like they want to come back and talk to you, but they're a page. This is not a grown up. This isn't somebody who has actually learned the karmic lesson, and they know that, but they don't know where to go. Like I really feel like this masculine would love to talk to you, and they're kind of worried that you're going to just stab them. And really, it's to say, you realize you did this. I know I did that. Well, you realize you did that. Yeah, I know I did that. You realize you did this, and this. Yeah, I know. I know I did that. They're kind of worried that you're going to bring out the book of their bullshit and outline every single thing that they've ever done to you. Now, this is what they are concerned about. Like, let's get a message from the universe to get you a little bit of guidance. Got the moon. I'm hearing stay quiet, and in some ways, stay within your emotions. Like, you see how these cards, these are people who are on the surface, above the water, above ground. There's something beautifully gifted about your perspective on things. And until this person is ready, like, because ducklings, they can put their head underwater. That's how they, they get worms and bugs. It's kind of cute. You see little ducks, they kind of go in there like, bop, 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 like, you see the little butt sticking out from the water. It's super cute. It's very adorable. But this particular duckling, something bad happens to them, and now they're afraid to get any food that's underneath the water. They have to go to land. This person's really limited themselves based on past traumas. I can kind of sympathize. This isn't anything that you ever done. This is something that was programmed into them at childhood abuse, neglect. Even just, again, I was talking about bullies at schools. Tell me a little bit more about the moon in regards to whomever is watching this particular video, because the fact that you're being encouraged to just be quiet, keep secret, it's like you're descending down into the water. You know how to breathe within the water, but I do see this sort of mist that you are still leaving this vibrational frequency behind, but it's sort of like if you move, you startle the duckling. There we go. We got more temperance, 5 of swords. Like this person, they're not well. Like if they approach you, if they approach you, you need to be extremely aware how dysregulated this person is. Like anything you say would make them flinch and make them run away. And if that ends up happening, that's okay. It means you're not regulated enough to maintain space for this person. This person's not doing well. They're really, really not. There's our neuroregulation card. The 2 of Pentacles, Strength, Daughter of Pentacles. Like this person does want to approach you. I really get that. They really would love to approach you. They want to talk to you, but they are so feral right now. Like it's sort of like if they were this lion, they're so dysregulated and scared that this fawn would scare them. Like if a lion is in its healthy energy, it would technically look at this fawn like it's lunch. And so it's like the nature of things is a little bit backwards. Don't worry, we'll save the fawn. It deserves better. But this person has been fucking abandoned over and over and over again, that they've gotten to a habit of self-abandoning themselves, and they're afraid that you're just going to bring this up, bring that up, bring this up, bring that up. There's actually an ask in here, like really tap into your feminine energy. Can you just hold space for them? If they do show up, like don't give anything away. Like in some ways being stoic, being, what's the word? Let them do the talking. And if they don't want to talk, don't interrogate. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from all of this, because if you're tempted to try and drill this out of this person, you actually are in a controlling energy. And you're being asked right now by the divine, can you keep yourself as glacial and still as possible because this person needs somebody. This person's actually very much alone and they really don't know what to do. And they're completely terrified. Like, in some ways, I think you were once like this. I think you were once in this level where it's like the smallest little thing could make you flinch. And that's like hyper anxiety. And I think this person is in that level of sensitivity at this time. What are the actions that the masculine's likely to make? Like, to be honest, yes, they want to talk to you. They wish they could talk to you. But because I don't think you guys are quite compatible at this time, that they'll just easily flinch and run away. They've already decided that you hate them. They've already decided that they're worthless. They've already decided that maybe they should just stay stuck in this loop. This person's stuck in a self-limiting belief, and it's kind of not your job to, something in the background just suddenly went flick. And, you know, even I was almost tempted to be like, what the hell just happened? This person is so sensitive right now. And if you're not feeling glacial and content within your own energy, like, you don't want this person around you because they'll do something to set you off and you set them off. And then it turns into this really nasty karmic vibration. And you don't want that. It's sort of like you're both kind of doing this and you're both wobbling all over the place when really you do want to be able to kind of cancel each other out and find some gentleness. Tell me more about this Eight of Swords. This person, they don't know who to give to. So they're definitely holding back. That's a bit of a confirmation that it's like they're holding back, but they're also wasting time because we do have the Seven of Pentacles right here. Ace of Swords, got the karmic loop, Hanged Man, Death. They want to share something with you, but they don't know if you have changed enough in order to be receptive to what they're talking about. There is some clarity that this masculine has had, even if it's just a small idea. It's kind of like they want to sort of poke you with a thought, maybe an old memory, maybe share something that has been going on. This could be within your dream state. You know, we did see all of that Nine of Swords. We got a little bit of it showing up over here as well. So if this person is not showing up in the 3D, they are more than likely showing up in your dreams. But it's sort of as though they approach you and they're like, so you know that thing between me and the karmic, but within your dream, you get angry at the person and it breaks the dream and then you suddenly wake up. That's a indication that you yourself are not healed and regulated enough to be receptive to what's going on. But it also means this person, they haven't really learned the lesson. They've only seen like a teeny tiny bit of their problem, and you're just not ready to hear it because they're not fully healed. Because with however this person treated you, you've put your standard up so high. This isn't a criticism. You've kept your standards so high that unless they actually are willing to show up with their own list. Hey, I recognize that I did this. I recognize that I behaved this way. I recognize I could have handled this better. Like self-accountability, that seems to be the key of what it is that you're looking for. And the divine's asking you to just stop and let them be. Like, they know that time is running out, but think of it this way. When I say time is running out, it actually isn't. There's no time in the energy. This is just a cycle. This is a thing that, you know, a group of people like yourself are going through at this time. So it's resolvable. There are people who have overcome this particular bullshit. And it's something about, can you have some faith? If you've watched other people overcome this, if you've watched yourself overcome this, have faith that because you took accountability for yourself, you've changed your vibrational frequency, you've chosen to move on from the stress of this situation, that you can let this person go about this at their own pace. It could be too late, but that's a them problem. What's the potential final outcome? And I feel like I want to focus a little bit more on you. What do we have right here? 10 of Wands. There's an ask and a recognition. What burden is really yours to bear? Because I don't really think that what this person's going through should be your burden in the first place. I feel a little sick. It's a little bit of this yellow up over here. But I feel like you do have a lot of help in terms of helping you to move forward. This person's been stuck in a loop, but you have the pathway forward, Divine Feminine. And I feel like there's some hesitation because I feel like you're feedbacking off of the Divine Masculine. It's like, am I leaving this person behind? Am I abandoning somebody that I love? Are they ever going to come forward and, you know, talk with what's going on? Like, I feel this profound sadness, but I feel like this is decision time. And this feels like it's decision time for you. Daughter of Wands. Like, I feel like you're in this lovely opportunity to start growing. Be curious about yourself. You've been so entangled with this person for such a long time. I don't even think you even remember who it is that you are. Yeah, Eight of Wands. There's a opportunity showing up for you, Divine Feminine, that is going to help reignite an old project or maybe a version of you that you haven't had access to since you were a kid. But you've been given the path forward, but it is up to you to walk it. Temperance came back again. There it is. Decision. Got the Two of Swords, Father of Cups. Like, there's this wound that this masculine put onto you that was not yours to bear in the first place. Like, you're showing up here as the Father of Cups, being able to embody, being karmically responsible for your own emotions. Like, this masculine, in some ways, if this is, say, a mommy issue wound, like, their mother could have actually been fine. And their mother could have been somebody that they did take care of themselves. They wanted to make sure that their child could go off into the world and be independent. And this kid wasn't properly equipped to go solo. Like, you know, even well-intended parents can accidentally put wounds onto their children because they're trying to cut the cord. They're trying to get their kid to be independent. They're trying to get their kid to be responsible. And this doesn't have to be a mom. A father can do this as well. And, you know, other parental energies. You know, I've been getting godparent energies every so often. You're not responsible for this person's issues. Like, that is a very important thing that the divine really wants to show you. But the Temperance over here with the stork is all about rebirth. This person needs to go through a transformation, but you have been reborn in a new energy so that you don't repeat this. Like, you've been stuck in your own little loop. They've been stuck in their own little loop. You're breaking free from this, but it requires you to really think about, what did you enjoy as a kid? What did you enjoy experimenting with? Like, this is, you know, getting back into an art project. This is working on that creative writing project. This is learning about stuff that you found fascinating when you were a kid. You get to make the decision now, but you can't make any decision based on this person. Can you just trust, if you're being yourself, that you will magnetize the right community, the right people, the right partner, the right friendship, regardless if you're romantically involved with this person or not? While they're in this state, they are just going to hold you back. And it's not abandoning somebody when they are choosing to not find healing and they're choosing to take shortcuts in their healing process. I feel like you focusing on your personal projects right now, that's the most healing thing for yourself. And it'll be the most healing thing for this masculine because it gives them one less reason to hold on to your energy. You desire freedom and you deserve it as well. So to close off today's message, let me grab the Ascension deck. What is it that my divine feminines need to embody at this time so that they can release this person, to figure it out, to have confidence knowing that they got out of this situation themselves, that this person will be able to figure it out too, to have comfort knowing that they haven't abandoned anybody. What do they need to do? Wow, my dyslexia is kicking in. Crystal clear vision. It's going to be very important at this time to be aware of who it is that you actually are. You have been karmically entangled with this masculine and several other energies for several lifetimes. You're being asked to make the intention, ask your angels and ask your ancestors to please release you from this situation so that you can move forward. Make the intention. You're allowed to make the intention. Stop making decisions based on how this person perceives you or with the hope that they would be able to join you. Trust that when you put the intention of what you truly want and desire in the universe, you will magnetize the right people at the right place at the right time. I'm just saying. Wow. Well, I'll check on you guys soon to see how you're doing. Make sure to like the video on the way out. And until I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries.